And welcome back to the show. Since its inception, the Volition America brand has been a growing, ongoing movement of real American patriotism with the defined purpose of supporting those who protect our freedom of choice. Their ideals and patriotic expression transcend cultures, race, gender, age, and/or political beliefs. Volition America has a commitment to supporting the children and spouses of fallen American heroes. Joining us now, we're pleased to have with us the CEO of Volition America, John Sapiente. And John, glad to have you.
Thanks for having me. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, and as I said in the intro, you do a good job of really supporting our fallen American heroes. But for those who may not be so familiar with the organization, give us a little bit of background.
Well, the background is fairly interesting. Is that in 2013, I was just a regular business owner doing my day job, and I got introduced to Folds of Honor. And at that meeting, I got really aware of what the troops do for us and how fortunate we all are. And it became a passion of mine to support Folds of Honor and the troops. And that was kind of the evolution of Volition America starting later after that. But the introduction of Folds of Honor was the whole reason we did this.
And so for yourself, obviously it's become a passion, trying to help those who are, fallen American heroes. Talk to us about what exactly you do.
Well, let me give you a little backstory of how I got involved. I went to this Folds of Honor event, and I bought a round of golf with Craig Stadler, who's a famous PGA golf pro. And I bought it because I wanted to spend the day and play golf with Craig Stadler. But I ended up spending the weekend, a Memorial Day weekend, with the military and their families. And I call it a patriotic awakening, but a awareness of what these wonderful families do, what they sacrifice, and how their needs are being not supported after they're coming home. And so for the next 3 or 4 years, I got very active in Folds of Honor. Folds of Honor is an organization that gives scholarships to the family of the fallen soldiers. So we're educating the legacy and helping them for all the sacrifices they make. And so that's the background of how I got involved. And then the brand, if I can have a few more minutes, but the brand is the idea of Lieutenant Colonel Dan Rooney, who's the founder of Folds of Honor. He came to me and said, "Do you know what volition means?" And I kind of laughed and I said, "No." And he calls me SAP, short for Sapiente. He said, "Hey, SAP, it's the power of choice. And you can use your volition to write the legacy of your life. You can choose to be happy, sad, love, hate." He said, "I would like to start a brand called Volition America, choosing America. And a percentage of everything we sell goes back to Folds of Honor." So that really was the evolution of the brand. And really where I came in was I have a background of running businesses, and they asked me to come in with a couple other donors to help start the Volition America brand. And that was 2016.
So you touched upon that. They come home and sometimes their needs are not met. What have you been able to learn, and how have you been able to bridge the gap?
Well, I think Folds of Honor is really bridging the gap. They're the ones taking care of the families that are in need. You're left with these spouses with severely injured soldiers, or the worst case, deceased, and they're left to try to figure it out. And Folds of Honor comes in at the darkest time of their lives and really helps the families and helps them put their lives back together. And so that's really been passionate to me. So what Volition America is doing is really bringing awareness to Folds of Honor and helping it go places it normally wouldn't go. If you look behind me on the third shelf, you can see our logo. Inside of it is the triangle, the folded flag, which is Folds of Honor's logo. And our brand has wings on it. So our logo is wings on the folded flag that help take it places it couldn't normally go. So we're really raising awareness and money for Folds of Honor. And then Folds of Honor has been the vehicle. I think Folds of Honor has given $180 million to the families of the fallen soldiers.
Amazing work. And you want to encourage Americans to make positive choices. I know that's part of the brand's mission.
Yeah.
When you talk about those positive choices, what would you label those as?
Well, it's funny because when we started this, we made a video about what volition is, and I played it for my kids. And I think it's really interesting because the choices you make, you're right, the legacy of your life. And what we're trying to do, and you can take all the political stuff going on in the news and all the things we talk about, but a lot of the decisions being made in our country that are separating us are just bad choices. And whether it's looting, whether it's storming the Capitol, whether whatever, we're trying to bring people together through positive choice and respecting. This is, we're not a political brand, and what I really don't like about where we're at as a country right now is patriotism viewed as a political meaning, right or left, and it's not. It's just a love of country. And so what we're telling people is, look, you can be really far left and love your country. You can be really far right. Is we just want people to make good decisions, listen to the other side, and come together. And so we're trying to unite people through positive choice, and then give back to those that gave us the freedom of choice.
And when you talk about your takeaway, you said you had the experience and you became committed to the cause and you became more aware of what was going on. Talk to me about that. Do you feel as though the more that you're out there, the more that people become aware, the more there's a heart for Americans' fallen heroes?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that it was interesting for me because I think everybody has their own charity or their cause, whether they have a sick parent or Alzheimer's or whatever they're passionate about, kids' health. What really resonated with me with that day in 2013, was Memorial Day weekend, was that every one of us as Americans are benefiting for the less than 1% that are making this ultimate sacrifice. And that's when it came to like an aha moment for me, was that it made sense, was that we all benefit and we should be helping people that are helping us give us this great life in America. And that was kind of why I got passionate about the charity. And then the more I got involved, the more I met the families, the really amazing people, and that's what motivated me to be part of the Folds of Honor family.
Yeah. So, if people want to be connected to supporting the work that goes on and supporting Americans' fallen heroes, the families, how can they go about doing that?
Well, obviously, I'll give it a little plug, but they can buy Volition America clothing, which they can go to our website, volitionamerica.com. We give 13% of our revenue back to Folds of Honor, not profit, revenue. And the reason we picked 13 is there's 13 folds in a folded flag. But that's one way. They can also go to foldsofhonor.org and directly donate, or just support it by wearing it around and support the troops. There's all sorts of great organizations out there.
And you're one of them. John Sapiente,
Thank you.
Volition America, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you. It was nice being here.
All righty. Well, we want our viewers to know, if you want more information, yes, you can visit their website, volitionamerica.com, and then also follow them on social media at Volition America. We don't want you to go anywhere. We do have more show coming up. Open continues right after this.